Hi, Fashion Dolls. It is Wednesday, January 22nd, and welcome to an all new episode of Style by Stevie. Joining me today, we have my brother, K Tukes. He is the host and creator of the K Tukes Spot, and I'm super excited to have him here in the dollhouse with me. So, without further ado, let's welcome my brother, K Tukes. Hi, Happy New Year, Happy 2025.
Hi, how
Hey,
are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are
I'm doing
you?
pretty good. Hi, Chris. I see you on here.
Hey, Chris. Hi, everyone. Welcome as you're just coming in. We are here with my brother, K Tukes, who is the host and creator of the K Tukes Spot. So this is like our catch up. We are catching up today, finding out what my brother has in store. You guys have been anticipating a collaboration
Yes,
from
they
the
have.
both of us. And here we are.
Yes, we
We
are.
both have had busy schedules, so it's been busy trying to get things set and in order for the both of us.
That is right. Because I seen what you were wearing, so you know to make sure I kind of match with the black and the gray. You know to get the
Yes,
echo on for you.
yes, black and gray, and we've got the bob cut today. Yesterday, I can't even remember what did I have on yesterday. Oh, I had blonde hair, and then
Hmm.
I had like a blue number.
Oh,
So
that's
we're
right. You
keeping the whole
did because
platinum.
I just finished catching up on that last video you did. Well, the two videos you put out yesterday.
Yes, we did two interviews back to back, and I still got room to go for more. I still could go. I could do three interviews in one day, but I'm not gonna push it because
No, I
Kate
know what you
always
mean.
tells not to push it. So
Trust me, I know what you mean because I've done it before where I used to crank out like one time I cranked out like 5 videos in one day.
yes, 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 yes. So Fashion Dolls, do you guys have any questions? We are here. This is the collaboration that you have been waiting for and anticipating for from the both of us. Now, typically we would have Tony or Kenny up here with us, or even Jay. It would be
Hmm.
three of us, but
Hi, Greg.
everybody's schedule is crazy. So, brother, what do you have in store? Because I know the people are anticipating. I know that I just turned for the 19th season. I started this year,
Uh-huh.
2025, January 1st.
Yeah, because
So,
remember I watched it that day when you did it.
yes, we had J. Dot Brown on. We kicked it off, and this season has just been it's just been a journey. It's been a breeze.
Now,
So,
yeah. So let me tell you what's going on with me because I know you want to know this.
yes,
Okay, you know I'm only gonna give you the exclusives. Now I have like 3 different people I've been talking to. Well, maybe 4, I should say. So K2 spot right now, we're just on a little tiny pause, but I would say probably about next. I'll say like next week or maybe the next couple of weeks. You'll see some good stuff going on. So I can't confirm no guests yet until we actually really make it confirm. Because I have some people we confirmed some dates, but I'll let you know. Well, you're gonna be the first. You, my mom, and Kenny and Chris will be one of the first ones. You guys will be the first ones to know, and I'll let you know that I'm gonna have something for the end of this month. But then I'm gonna try and crank out more stuff. I would say about February, Marchish, because there's some independent artists who you never heard of, and they're gonna come on the
yes,
show. You're gonna have returning people that who you've seen, which I know you saw the first video for this year, which was with the Supreme General.
yes,
And you
and
guys haven't
that
watched
was
that one, go
great.
go on my page. You can check it out. Check on my YouTube also. You can see the full thing if you don't have even if some people have Instagram, they don't have time to look at it on Instagram, but you want to look at it on YouTube, you can do that. But I will tell you this: I am going to get Miss Stevie back on the show, my show, you guys, soon. So she and we will talk about it. And when she and I come back together on my platform, you guys will know. But we're making it about her since she's on season 19 right now. So that's about basically it for right now for YouTube. There's other stuff I'm working on that's outside of YouTube with friends and everything. So hopefully, fingers crossed. I can't talk about it. We're trying to get it going because because like you said, how we have busy schedules.
Oh
The other
yeah.
people have busy schedules like I do, and there's like some projects I really well. You already know about some of the projects I have coming up that I'm trying to work on and get that secured. But that I can't talk about yet. But for my sister, I'll tell you some of the stuff. Because one person I'm trying to get with is Don Devo, because that's the one a lot of people remember we had worked together on his platform, and we called each
Yes.
other. We had called each other, gave each other nicknames. Like I called him Chocolate Chip, he called me Butter Pecan. So we're gonna try and see if we can do a chocolate chip butter pecan type of things. So, because he just released new music on Friday, so hopefully we can get things together once our schedules are permitted.
And also, brother had Phil Loft on his platform, so you guys need to go and
Yes,
check out the interview.
Phil off
And we
Kendra. Those are my peoples because of her. I'm trying to get Vontae. So hopefully I can get Vontae. Fingers crossed, Vontae, if you're watching this, let's secure a date.
let me send this live to him right now because he has been doing his. If you guys are sub to his channel, you guys he gives motivational speeches, everything on there. So you need to go and check out Vontae's channel and check out Brother's channel. Brother does a lot of reviews. Now we have another brother that K Tukes interviewed on his platform, and I know he's in here watching somewhere. He gets on my damn nerves. That's Vega Martinez. So
Vega,
that's another
hey,
brother.
Vega, if you
Yeah.
watch this, hey, you know I love you.
And,
Yeah, because
and
Vega, that was a blessing, and I have to thank you on that. I have to really give you like, and I'm gonna say this right now. I don't mean to cut my sister off, but let me give my sister her flowers because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have Vega, I wouldn't have Kendra, I wouldn't have Phil Loft on the show. So I have to thank her so much for that because of you, it made my audience grow more because of you talking about them.
anytime, brother, anytime. And vice versa. The Supreme General is coming on my show
Hmm.
sometime, I think in the spring. So he's coming on. We set something up, and he really enjoyed the interview with you. But when you told him, when you shouted me out instantly, we chopped it up and we got something in the works. He's coming on this spring. So it's a lot of guests that I have coming on in the springtime. So we're booked all the way up until May.
Oh,
And
trust
it's
me.
looking good.
Those no,
Yes.
because you deserve no, because I've seen you begin a lot of resurgence and a lot of love, and you deserve the love that you begin because at the end of the day, you because really a lot of people don't know, and I know Miss Stevie, my sister, has said it, but I'm gonna let you guys know straight up. Even though this is her platform, I'm gonna tell the truth about when we first met. We met through Miss Melody. I know we said a couple
Yeah.
times when we've done other stuff, but because of Miss Melody, even though it was something dealing with another person who even though that person hurt my feelings at the time of what they did, and they were on your platform, who you interviewed, say they ended up interviews, but I caught that person on your platform and lied and basically made themselves look stupid. But at the same time, that person, I forgive them because I don't hold grudges against people, but I don't forget what you did. So hopefully you guys will know that if you're watching this, not the person who did it, but just people in general, be careful what you put out there because once you put it out there, you can't take it back. But at the time, people were trying to get my sister and I to beef when we first met 5 years ago. So people thought we were going to hate each other, but really, we ended up loving each other immediately because really, when I saw when you were getting yourself together, I was like, "Oh, this poor baby needs some help, some guidance." Because at the time we all going through our transformation of how we want to make our shows look. And I said, "Oh, this
Yeah.
baby has so much potential." I'm just letting you know what I said because that way people won't be wondering what's going on. But for the record, if people are wondering if Miss Stevie and I had beef with each other back in the day, we never had beef with each other. We've
Never.
loved each other since the beginning of 2020. So that way you guys will know. So that way we could kill that rumor. Because I know people were trying to put us against each other. And they
Pit us
didn't
again.
win that one right there.
No.
But I have to really, really, and I mean further from my, because she knows our families know each other. Well, we know each other and our families
Yeah.
love each other. So I just want to make sure you guys know that. But I'm actually very proud of you because even if I don't see some of your interviews, I watch it on YouTube. Like if I don't see it on IG Live, you've been doing an awesome job. And for you to be on season 19, I'm so proud of you. Because the funny thing about it is that our stuff started around the same time. Like I started around 2012. I know you started probably like, what year did you start?
2016, around
Because I know
2016.
even though it's the
Right
19
after.
season for you, but I know you crank your season out quickly. Because I know you do a few
Yeah.
episodes that you come back out. So one thing I have to give you props on, you doing the damn thing on IG Live. And especially having Style by Stevie on YouTube and it's growing too. I'm so I'm very proud as a big brother. I'm so proud of you. But let me not get emotional right now because this is about you and I, you doing this
I'm
interview.
trying not to get emotional either. I don't want to mess up the face, y'all. I'm trying to keep straight. My brother,
Giving us that Naomi Campbell look.
we we always root for each other. And
We
that's the
do.
thing that a lot of people don't know about us is that we root for each
We
other. So
do.
they think it was a rift, but it's just like, no, we root for each other. It's
We
all
do.
of us. Jay, Tony, Kenny, K-Tooks, myself, we all root for each other. So
We
there's
do.
no animosity or beef. And Miss Melody is my mentor, for those of you who do not know. So
Yeah.
it was a blessing for her
Hi,
to do
Melissa.
what.
Hi, Melissa. I see you,
Yo,
bro. And to answer Chris' question, said, "What do we want?" The two of us, he asked us both, "What do we want to achieve for this year?" From I admit, I can't speak for my sister, but I can speak for myself. I just want to just achieve more by getting people to know what I do. Well,
yeah.
like how used to do stuff before we even knew each other with music reviews, which I'm gonna get back to doing.
And
Movie reviews,
film. You just
movie reviews.
shows.
Yeah, exactly. And then doing more interviews. So you guys gonna see the same stuff you've seen before, but I'm trying to step it up a little bit more. And then, because we get to the point where it's the new year, you want to try and do something that wake up and get this stuff a little
Yes.
slimmer. So I'm gonna try and do all that because I'm a thick brother. I have body, not no crazy, not no bad body. But you just want to work on yourself and make sure everything is perfect. Since I turned 40 May 4th, I want to make sure everything looks good and you look snatched. So that thing you're gonna see soon. But trust me, you guys gonna see just the best stuff from me coming out soon, so you don't have to worry about it. And what about you, sister? When Chris asked that question for you.
Well, of course, season 19, we're now in a new season, a new year. It's been a blast. It's been a roller coaster ride, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Yesterday, I did 2 interviews. So you're going to see more interviews, of course, more articles for Original Magazine UK, and hopefully a podcast because Mick was talking about something in regards to that, and I couldn't really understand it. So
Mm-hmm.
who knows? And of course, more fabulous, amazing guests, fresh new faces, some familiar faces. And this is one of the familiar faces, brother. I said, brother, I can't do season 19. And I remember when I texted K2 and I said, I can't do this season without having you on the season as well, too. And I think it would be a shocker. And I thank you guys for appreciating all of us. And if I just got done with an interview, you head right on over to his platform and check him out, or you head over to his channel and you check him out just from word of mouth. So by either of us referring each other, you guys see our content and what we do.
Exactly. You're right, because at the end of the day, we have the same fan base.
Yes.
And I just be so like happy and everything. Cause sometimes I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I get emotional. I'm an emotional person, but not like some people, some people are emotional, they have the waterworks, they cry every moment. But at the same time, I get emotional just seeing everybody showing love. I'll be like, oh my goodness, where is this coming from? Because especially like just doing that Happy New Year video, the interview I did with Supreme General, and even the review I did of the Luther Vandross documentary,
Mhm.
Luther Never Too Much. It is blowing my mind away.
And you managed to do them all, it all aligned from the Happy New Year video to the Luther Vandross this year, and then the interview with Supreme General. It all aligned. It's all aligning, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And the same for me, vice versa, because I think you texted me when it was New Year's Eve or either New Year's Day, one of the two. You
I think
texted me.
both I
Everybody
did.
was
I think
saying,
I did you for
yeah.
both.
And we just What are we going to bring this season? What is going to be the next game plan? And you laid it out, and it all aligned perfectly.
Same thing with you too, because some stuff I had to look at you like, what?
And
Because
I drop the lineup every Friday, and he'll
she was
text me
dropping.
and call me.
Yes, I would call her and text her. She would tell you guys. I know you guys are probably saying, "Okay, yeah, whatever." But no, but for real, we really have like when you guys will see us live. We're actually texting or calling each other on the phone. Like, hey, what you doing? How you doing? You okay? What you got planned? Or what you about to do right now? And then there's some stuff that have already happened from my platform, her platform. We've never
Yeah.
told you guys about that. We are new in advance, but we want to make you guys think we didn't know together. We won't tell them what it is, but if you want to tell them, you can. If you don't, we'll leave it alone.
We have to keep it a secret. We don't want y'all to
Oh no,
know
I'm talking
all
about the ones
about
that we've done.
it.
No, that we both have done already, not the new stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lot, and then we've done a lot. We've done collaborations
Hmm
together as well too in the past, and you guys can go and check those out. I know you guys were like, "Well, when are you two going to do another music panel? When are you guys going to get together?"
hmm
We got to work on our schedules. Our
Yes,
schedules are
and we
yeah,
have to apologize to you guys because we've been working on that for the longest.
yes,
It's just that we're trying to find the right thing so that way it gels organically. So that way you guys won't be wondering, what is K2 doing? What is Miss Stevie doing?
right.
Are y'all really trying to do it?
And Tony, we got to get Tony in. Like Tony's schedule is
His,
crazy. Like everybody's scattered out.
you got to
So
tell me. Because I've talked to Kenny, I've talked to Tony. I told him, I said that we all need to do something together. Even if it's
yeah,
individually with each other, we have to do something because it's time.
it is, and we all have to make it work with our scheduling. Like
Hmm
what you guys know, I do this platform 5 days a week, every Monday through Friday. And brother texted me one day. He said, "You're so consistent with it. Like every day is an interview,
hmm
Monday through Friday." And we have to find that balance. Not only that, but family outside of it. We have our moms, we have our lives
hmm
outside of this platform.
hmm
And it is definitely a balance to balance everything out. So we're gonna get to y'all with a collaboration. It's coming. This is one. We wanted
This
to
is one
surprise
right here
y'all with
for you guys, but
this.
trust me, we got so much stuff. But think about it, you guys, for the record, we're going to collaborate more this year. So you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that, you guys. And then when she gets to season 20, you know I'm going to be part of that too. So don't
Oh
worry
yeah,
about that. I'll be part of
for
season
sure.
20. I don't know
I
what way, but we'll figure that out.
it and I have to brainstorm what each season is gonna be different. It's gonna be new faces. You're gonna see some familiar faces. And of course, I'm bringing
Exactly.
brother back on for season 20.
hmm
But we got
That's
to get
correct.
Tony. We got to get Kenny. We got to get everybody on board for this collaboration because I know you guys have been anticipating it for
Because
the longest.
I know people have been hitting up my platform, hit up my
Same
DMs. They hit up you. They hit you up all the time about it because they see me in the comment supporting sister right here, but they be like, okay, what's going on? Was taking a long time, and we have to look at
and
people
it's
like, listen, my
nothing.
sister's doing her thing. Go
And
ahead,
it's
sis.
absolutely nothing. We are having to balance things out with our schedules. It's crazy.
That's true. But go
So
ahead,
let me see. Let me.
sis. Go ahead, sis.
And I see some of the comments. Mel, thank you so much for your support. And Mel, again, mutual followers. We have mutual followers,
hmm
mutual friends, and everybody comes through and supports.
Mel hit me up because we need to work on something too. I know we've been talking about it. We got to work on something together. So, hit your boy up.
And I see you. I see you all. If you're coming in, make sure you guys share the live. Ask questions if you guys have any questions. This is
Yeah,
the
we can
collaboration.
answer questions, you guys. So don't be afraid. If you want to ask us some questions, Chris asks us question. Don't be afraid, you guys. You can ask us questions. We don't bite. We're open book.
Yes, and this is an interview where I can literally well, not really an interview, but more so like a catch up because this is brother, this is
Yes,
family. And she says she will hit you up.
perfect.
This is the
Y'all know
collab that you
I'm
guys
silly when I do
wanted.
that. When I do that, like
Yes, I see you all. I see you all. Did I miss anybody? Um, Hi, Marcus. Hi, DeMarcus. Happy New Year. Yes, 2025. Is there anything that I want to achieve for myself? We've already covered that. Well, K-Tubes just said it. Chrissy, season 20. I want to keep going. My goal is to try to hit 800 interviews,
Hmm.
and we are halfway there. It's like, I think last time I checked, 725, 720 or so. But yes, you guys have to stay tuned.
Tune.
Stay tuned. It's coming.
And don't worry, you guys, because with my show, because I started mine December 2nd, 2012,
Yep.
and the end of this year gonna make it 13 years. So we'll see what season 13 brings for your boy.
Stay tuned and make sure you head on over and check out everything the brother has done from the Luther Vandross review to the Happy New Year to the interview with Supreme General and what current music. Speaking of music,
Hmm.
Chrissy just said, what current music is on you all's playlist?
Oh, good question. And Chris knows some of the people I listen to, but I can let you guys know. A
A
lot of
music
it's
panel
old school.
question.
Some of it's new, some of it's old school. But what you say, sister? Wendy.
Real
Okay.
Mary J.
Okay.
Blige
Let me answer
fan.
Chris. Let's answer Chris' question, and we're gonna go to the second one. And that's on there. Y'all know I'm silly. No, but on current music. Oh wow. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The current music, a lot of it, I'm not really feeling like that. It's on the current stuff I'm really feeling like. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The current stuff that I'm really feeling that's out right now is Summer Walker's "Heart of a Woman." I love that song,
Mm, one of my favorites.
but I also like that song that's from that unreleased song that they released from the Luther Vandross greatest hits album that's coincided with the documentary. That song called Michelle.
Mm.
I love that song, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else out there that I've heard that's new. I think that's about it because a lot of the, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the current stuff, if they put out some other stuff, I will, but a lot of stuff I listen to is old school, like 80s, 90s R&B and like early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm gonna tell people, and I said this on Sister's the first interview Sister and I did. My two favorite R&B albums is Brandy's Never Say Never album and Lauryn Hill's The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
My favorite.
Those are two of my favorite R&B albums. Even I know Miseducation of Lauryn Hill they consider as hip hop, as R&B and hip hop. But then
Oh
also
yeah.
there's other people I like Mary J. Blige's My Life album and her album The Breakthrough. Those are two of my favorite Mary J. Blige albums.
If I had to say so, we both have similar taste in music. So
We
I mean
sure
the
do.
80s, the 90s. One of my K-Tux just said mine, and I just said it. Like you said, the My Life album and the
Hmm.
Miseducation, two of my favorites.
Shout out to the real
Another
Mary
one,
J. Blige fans that's on there. So
yes.
to make sure I saw you following me, Boo. I'm gonna answer your question. We gonna answer your question afterwards, but go ahead.
The third album would have to be Brandy's Full Moon, and then
Full Moon is one of
would
my
be
favorites. That
yeah.
album is one of my favorites, especially When You Touch Me, Full Moon. What about us? Come a little bit closer. Don't. Everybody knows I'm a huge Brandy fan. I can let y'all know straight up. Brandy is that's my favorite artist right there. But I can also not forget about the people who inspired Brandy, who I'm huge fans of, like Whitney Houston. Because Whitney Houston, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, and you already know the answer to your question, what you about to say. But Whitney Houston, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, when The Bodyguard came out in 1992, I was 7 years old. I was obsessed with that movie, especially the soundtrack. Especially when she on the soundtrack when she sang "Jesus Loves Me." My mom
Mm,
would tell you we would play that soundtrack like crazy, especially when you hear that song. But then I also like the other songs that she did, like "I'm Everyone," her version of the Chaka Khan classic "I'm Every Woman," which I know sister right here loves dearly. Oh my gosh, especially when she did it when she be like Chaka Khan, at the end of the song. But Whitney Houston is also one of my favorite artists. Also, besides because I knew about Whitney Houston, but then when I got introduced to Brandy, when during the Thea days, up till like Moesha and all the
yep.
above, I've been a huge Brandy fan. I'm a huge Whitney Houston fan. Sister could tell you that we both love both of those ladies dearly.
Yes.
Even like we said, Mary
And
J. Blige, Lauryn Hill.
ooh,
Hell, I'm a huge Aaliyah fan.
I love Aaliyah too.
Especially
And
if
she
One
just got her
in a Million was
Barbie
my
doll.
jam right there.
And she just celebrated, what was it, her 46th
Birthday.
birthday. And she now has a limited edition Barbie. And
I
it's
saw
sold
it
out. It
from
is
the One in a
gorgeous.
Million, from the One in a Million video shoot. How the look she
Mhm.
had. But we also have to make a lot of people don't know that besides Aaliyah, because on Aaliyah and Sade have the same birthday,
Yep.
January 16th. That's just like our mutual friend who we talking about, Kenny Stallings. He's January 17th, like Ray J's January 17th.
Yep. That is correct.
And then you know
And
about Michelle Obama also.
exactly, they all fall on the same date. And then
Mm-hmm.
Brandy, back to Brandy also. Brandy is going to be releasing her biography about her life.
Oh, you know I'm gonna get
And
that
she
book.
also got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
But see, we're
Long
hearing that, but they're
overdue.
saying that it's supposed to be on her birthday, but then I'm hearing that it's not true. That date, I'm talking about the date. But I know they say she's gonna get it this year, but she deserves it because she's been in this
Yeah.
industry for what? 31 years. About this year gonna make it 31 years, 31, 32 years. She deserves it because I
I
said
mean,
it's
she
about damn time.
long overdue. She's been doing this since she was what, 12, 13 years old. Her and Monica, they
Exactly,
both started at the same
exactly.
age, very
Shout
young.
out to Monica because Monica's doing her thing too. Like I'm a huge Monica fan too, because everybody's trying to pit all those girls against each other, and I feel like you don't have to do that. You can like the same person. You could all
Right.
like the same artist, and don't have to make it a fight. Stop it.
Because they all run together. There's
They
literally
are
a picture of
exactly.
Brandy, Aaliyah, and Monica together.
Especially like if you're talking like Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige, and like
Oh
Maya.
yeah.
It's like, come on, we all like all them artists too. And then like to me
They,
is Shanice. You know, we've had both had Shanice on our show, who I
yes.
just talked to recently. She's doing very well, you guys.
Mm. And still sound the same. She's still able to hit those F7 notes. Still
Mm-hmm.
looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and not only that, but Tracy Spencer. Someone
Yes,
put out,
Tracy
yeah,
Spencer.
Tracy Spencer is
That's
back.
one of my dreams. It's funny you said that's one of my dream guests to have on the K2 spot. I would love to have her. Oh my gosh.
And I hope she's watching this. I hope she sees this because I myself too, and I think Tony was also trying to get her too. There's a
Yes.
lot of us that's been trying to get her. She is back. Still sounds the same. Still
Mm-hmm.
looks her and Shanice, and they knew each other since
Since childhood
childhood.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were both on Star Search together.
Oh yeah, on Key F7, Shanice, yes, is if not her, then Shantae Moore. They are both
Yes,
able to go
Shantae
up
Moore.
there and rank.
Love Shantae Moore. Because I heard Shantae Moore's going on tour.
Yes, it was her and Eric Benet at one point. That I would have loved to see that.
Yeah, because you
I
know
would have loved.
they got a song on his EP.
Really? Because then he did the song with Tamar, but they went
He did a
just
song with
recently.
Tamar. It's on
Yeah,
the same project. It's on the same project. Because he has
I
a
want to
song with
go see it.
yes. Yes, on Eric Benet's latest EP. If you guys are wondering what Sister and I are talking about, he has a song with different female artists like Tamar, Shantae Moore, Ledisi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Loved Ledisi too.
And I feel like her and Layla Hathaway, they don't get their just due enough. Not and Shanti Moore is another one too. They just don't get
Mm-hmm.
their just due enough.
What amazes me that Shantae Moore has never gotten a Grammy. But Layla Hathaway and Ledisi have their Grammys. But it just amazes me. I'm like, Shantae Moore's been in this industry for about what? Since '92?
Yeah,
And
and
she still hasn't gotten her props.
you mentioned '92. That's when the Bodyguard soundtrack came out. My
Yes.
mom would have been pregnant with me because I was born in '93. So
Okay.
yeah, my mom would have been pregnant with me when the Bodyguard soundtrack came out. So I couldn't listen to anything. I was in my mom's stomach still.
Well, she could just put it in her she could put the headsets on her stomach and you can still hear it.
Oh
But
my
it just
goodness.
amazed me now. Oh, but let's answer the real Mary J. Blige fan question. Said, when are
Yes,
we gonna do another music panel again? To answer your question, we had said it a little bit, but we're gonna let you know it's coming. We just got to find the right time to do it. We're not gonna say what genre we're gonna do. We may do a follow up to what you guys seen already on our platforms,
yeah,
but sister can answer that question just as much as I can.
absolutely. And then our scheduling, getting us all back to the same accord. Someone please pitch me as the bodyguard in the remake. Oh yes, Billy
Hi,
Joseph.
Billy. I seen your interview. I love the energy you had with sister. I'm a fan of yours.
And Billy, definitely check out K-Tuk's platform. Check it out. Go on his platform. Now, speaking of the bodyguard, Deborah Cox was Whitney's character on Broadway
Hmm.
because they bought the bodyguard to Broadway.
Yeah, I seen clips and everything when she was on there because I've always been a big Deborah Cox fan because I remember her
Oh
when
yeah.
she did and I might drop a little knowledge of some of you guys, not sister, but because I'm sure sister already knew it. But when she first came out, we all knew like Sentimental and like was it Who Do You Love?
Yep.
But I'm gonna tell you guys straight up on that same first album. A lot of people don't know that she was the first person to really sing "My First Night with You" before Maya, because it was on that same song is on her album first before
It
Maya came out with it.
is. And then she did the SOS bands, which is one of my favorite. Please Be Good to Me.
Mm-hmm.
She did a lot.
Sure
Those are
did.
two of the, so definitely. And now she's on Broadway with The Wiz. That was back last year in
Yes,
2020
because they just
with her,
finished The
Avery
Wiz.
Wilson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Avery Wilson, love you. Come on my show. Copy.
And if he's watching, so I
I
hope you're watching,
don't know.
Avery,
I
if
don't
you
know him
get the
personally,
chance.
but he was always he showed me love before, like on social media. But Avery Wilson, I would love to have you on the show too. Just saying.
Yes, the bodyguard will always stand the test of time. The soundtrack, the
Hmm.
music. Whitney did such a dynamic job, and Deborah Cox was a background singer
Yes, she
for
was
Celine
background
Dion.
singer to Celine Dion.
Correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's right, Chris. You know that.
And she hails from Canada.
Hmm.
She hails from Canada. She's Canadian, and to come over to the United States here and to be able to give us this music that will last a lifetime that we know. Shep Crawford, Montel Jordan wrote
Hmm.
"Nobody's Gonna Be Here," and that
My
single took
favorite
off
Deborah Cox song. Period.
to the point where everybody was trying to do the challenge, the note
Oh,
challenge
the
that
note
she.
challenge. She hit the high note. Only person I know that
Yes.
did it good that we probably seen on reality TV was Dominique when they did Making the Band to try to
Oh
find.
yeah.
Remember before they became Dandy Kane? Well, not Dominique being Dandy Kane, but they were trying to find a girl group when she was trying to sing for her life, and she hit the high note. And I remember she had Lorianne Gibson, and she had Diddy and them getting emotional when she sang the high note. I had to give her props.
And, and Kiki Palmer. Kiki Palmer tried it too. She did
Kiki
it,
Palmer
and
did do
then
it too. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot
I
about
think
Kiki Palmer.
I think Avery did it also too.
Yeah,
Because
Avery
a
did because
male,
Avery has sung some great songs. I had to be like, damn.
and it's just like, but the male octave is different from a female's octave. So I mean that the F7, the whistle note,
Hmm.
when a woman does it, it's the whistle note,
Hmm.
but when a man does it, it's the falsetto. So it's completely different. But he's able to go up there and hit those
Hmm.
notes. If you went and you've seen The Wiz, yeah.
Because that's just like when I saw when he was with Stevie Mackey, the
Oh
vocal
yeah,
tra-
yeah.
the vocal trainer. I know when he would have his little sessions at his place, and you see different singers singing stuff. I remember he did Anita Baker's "Give Me the Best That I Got." He hit those notes. I had to go like, dude, I want to punch you right now because you sound so good.
If it's not him, then it's Lucky Day too. Lucky Day is
Lucky
another one
Day,
in October,
another
London.
great artist.
So I
That's
mean,
why sometimes, yeah, it's just like we have good people, but people don't show them love. Like especially like when you said that, you made me think about not even the high notes, but just people who put out great songs but never got the acknowledgement. Like Bobby V when he was in the group Mister and they had Blackberry Molasses.
oh yeah, I remember that.
Because I remember when that song first came out. I ain't gonna put no age on myself, but yeah, I'll put my age on myself. So I was 11 when it came out. I remember they said that that was one of Tupac's favorite songs before he passed away.
Oh,
And then I remember when Blackberry Molasses first came out. I remember when I first heard it, I was like, "Oh man, this is really good." And that's how I know we got introduced to Bobby V. Because even some stuff he's done, they don't give Bobby V his props, and that brother can sing. I'm just like, wow, you guys don't really, not you, but I'm talking about people in general. In the past, they didn't really show him love. That's just like my childhood friend Pleasure P. They never showed him love, even though he was in Pretty Ricky and he had his solo stuff because everybody was trying to find a scandal on him. And then even my other childhood friend who I went to school with, who was a classmate of mine besides Pleasure P, was Urban Mystic.
who I've interviewed him. That
Yeah,
was a good
Urban
interview.
Mystic. That's my friend. I've known him since I was 12. I've known Pleasure P since I was 13. So it's like those are my friends. I'm still in contact with both of them.
And they're so underrated as male vocalists because when we think of male vocalists, we think of Usher, we think
Hmm.
of all of the. I, October London is another one that we definitely need to keep an
Love
eye on.
him. Chris and I love him because we were just talking about him a while back.
Yes, and I've been trying to get him on the show. It's hard, like with his scheduling and
Hmm.
everything, and
Yeah,
who
it's really. If you get him, you call me so that way we could figure that out. Like I'll be like, sis, do it this way, do it that way. Da, da, da. He's really
and
good.
I will.
Yeah,
Because
because
he put me up on game when it came to doing the interview with, I can't remember, it was somebody big. And he said, talk to him about this, ask him this question. I think it was the Tommy Davidson interview where
the
you were
Tommy
telling
Davidson
me,
one is what
yeah,
him and I think Vanessa Williams were like the biggest ones for you
yes,
because I feel like that's what got a lot of people. And the one you did with Dawn Robinson, even though I had one with her too. Both
yes.
our interviews were very iconic ones that we did. Oh, you got a comment saying you are beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, T. I see you, Miss T4. We're just talking our favorite music artists right now and catching up with
And
Brother
catching up. We're
K2.
catching
I don't know
up, y'all. I know some of us may be boring you, but we're just catching up. This is just like big brother, little sister thing. So
And I think that's actually how we met was through the Dawn Robinson interview. That's how we met.
yes, we sure did.
That was yeah, and it was a crazy time because the pandemic was going on. Everybody was doing things how we're
Hmm.
doing it now virtually, and that's how we
That's
met.
how
No,
we really
no,
did meet, y'all.
Chris. It was the Chris. It was the interview, the other
You can
interview.
say his name. Don't worry. He ain't gonna make me mad. You can say his name.
Yeah, it was the Chris interview. The
Yeah, you can
interview that
say
I
his
did.
name. You can say his name. We ain't gonna put no emphasis on or feel bad because at the end of the day, we're grown people here.
Yes, and it was a great interview. We all had a great time.
Hmm.
And then we just started messaging each other after I did the interview with
Hmm.
um Chris. And then the second one with Dawn. And K2 just kept giving me pointers. And then I just kept getting better over time. So when I tell you it's great to have people in your corner backing you 100%, it is great to have people in your corner backing you 100%. And then Tony, because K2 and Tony got close, I linked these two up together.
Hmm.
And
And
Tony,
really, we
I
didn't
would
know that we
always,
were from the same area.
yeah. And I would always send Tony this video, this lady singing in church. And then K2 was like, what is she doing? And Tony was like, you
Yeah, I
know,
remember that. I remember that. You guys are talking about music artists. I haven't heard you. I haven't heard in years. Trey Spencer and Urban Mystic were my favorites. They still have stuff going on. Don't get it twisted.
Tracy is back.
She's back. She's recording new music for the record, Melissa. If you was
Yes.
wondering, Urban
Still
Mystic. He always puts
performing.
stuff out from time to time. I'm just letting you know with him. he's been promoting like a lot of, because I don't know if he has family or whatever, or somebody or friends or whatever that have like food businesses, like black-owned businesses. So that's what he's been promoting a lot lately.
But he's there. And like I said, Tracy is back. Tracy is performing. They just did, what was it, Carnegie Hall. Her and
Mm-hmm.
Shanice did it in last year. They just did Carnegie Hall
Mm-hmm.
last year.
That's true. But
That's
don't worry,
awesome.
Billy. Don't worry, Billy. If you want to come on the show, hit your boy up. I already know you got sister. I already did a great interview with sister. But if you want to come on my thing, and we talk about more, trust me, I got you.
Yes, and Billy has some things coming out pretty soon. We both discovered that we're in the South Carolina area. So
I saw.
that's
I was so impressed.
now I will look them up. Yes, Tracy is
Yes,
still
please do.
Tracy's still performing out here. She's still doing her thing. And then Tyrell Hicks, the actress, she
Love
did the
her.
Goodfellas. She has a lipstick line. Rodney John, who does Sherry Shepherd's makeup, and her have collabed
Mm-hmm.
together on that lip collection. So go and check it out. Rodney John, who does Sherry Shepherd's makeup.
Okay, interesting. But Sherry Shepherd stylist on her daytime talk show does Brandy.
Yes, Willis St.
I found
Clair.
out does Brandy's hair also.
Oh, Barrett.
Yeah, he does.
Theo Barrett. Yeah,
Yeah, he does Brandy's hair because I think John Murray
that's
has
right. John.
said
Yep.
has said something about it.
Yep. John Murray, Theo Barrett, Willie St. Clair is responsible for her style. Her makeup, Rodney. I had Rodney on my show years ago, and I wish when my page got hacked, brother helped me retrieve some of those interviews. That was
Yes.
one of the interviews that I had, and I couldn't get it. Brother's like, no, sis, you can't have it. So he gave me all of my interviews, and I was able
Yeah,
to retrieve them back when
because
my old page got.
now let's for the record, you guys, when that was going down, she was freaking out because somebody was, and I'm not gonna say anything bad about it. Whoever the person was that was trying to mess up her career at that time, was trying to hack her. We
Yep,
got it back. So don't worry. We got
sure
everything
did.
back. So everything you guys were trying to do and be messy to my sister, we got it back. We're not gonna say how we got it back, but we got it back.
He sure did. The brother sent me those interviews and I retrieved them and I started just dropping them right on my channel. So it was so many. That was a great interview that I did with Rodney. And I had him on the show and we were talking about makeup because you know that he not only does Sherry, but he does Vanessa Simmons and
Mm-hmm.
other actors as well too. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And don't worry, because I'm and another person I didn't tell you who I might be working with. But like this person also is just like how we are. We got to find the time. And you guys see me interview her last year was Latangela Newsome. Y'all probably remember her as
Oh yeah.
Maritza from
We love
Taina.
her.
Even though sister, but the audience, if you guys used to watch the Nickelodeon show Taina, remember Maritza, the character Maritza? That's who I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about.
And her and Angelique have a podcast
They sure
together.
do.
They have a show together that they do from time to time. So make
They
sure you
sure do.
guys go and check that out.
And for the record, the
Oh,
people
you
telling you
good, Billy?
No, you good, Billy. We got you. Don't worry. But for the record, I know people telling you you should do a podcast, but technically, you're really doing a podcast. You don't realize you're doing it.
And we're doing it virtually, so you guys can see.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because a
you
lot of
guys
people
can
doing
see.
that. Because a lot of people think, oh, you doing a podcast, you have to be with the guests face to face. Not all the time, because a lot of them don't even be next to each other. Because I see some of these others who do that.
And Mel says she remembers the interview and she loved that show.
Yes. Yes. Because Latasha and I, we found out we had more comment. We had because a lot of y'all, if you didn't remember, her son's father is Calvin Richardson, the R&B singer.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And she's so laid back. She's so down to earth
She's
and
so
fun.
sweet,
She's
you
somewhat like the
guys.
character on the show, but she's funny. She's fun, charismatic, laid back. And I remember I came in during that interview and she was like, "Hey, girl." I asked her what she used for her skin. Brother asked her the question, what she used for her skin.
Oh yeah,
She was
because
like, "Girl,
we had to talk privately off camera on that one right there.
yeah."
No, she and I, not you and I, because we always talk off camera no matter what we do.
Oh
But with
yeah.
she and I, we had to talk off camera because some stuff, because she's originally from, she used to live in Florida.
I
So a lot
remember
of
her
it,
saying that. Yeah.
a lot of it, she didn't know a lot of the skin stuff that I know of. Because, because, well, I'm going to say it. A lot of us are bargain shoppers and everything. So a lot of stuff that you think you can see at the bougie spots, we're not going to say the bougie spot names. But like some you can see like at either a beauty supply store or maybe like at the dollar store sometimes. A lot of the stuff that I was telling her about is there. And you don't have to
See?
spend all that money.
And in these times, it is. She was saying, "Get this and get that." She was like, "Girl, I go right there to Dollar Tree." She said, "Thank you, sis."
And a lot of it
Brother
is
has
there.
her. Yeah.
Because a
And
lot, now one store she didn't know had it, and I had to tell her about it because she knew the store I was talking about.
listen, their cleansers are everything. I've got my mom some face wash out of there, and she loves it. She likes college. She likes collagen stuff to make to
No,
feel.
that works really good. The stuff your mom was talking about, that works really good because my mom has something similar to that, like collagen, like is it Margon oil? It's one, but it's like for
Yeah.
collagen also, but it has collagen in it. It's really good. And then
This.
also like I have like the Gold Bond stuff, like I was telling Latangela about
Oh
that,
yeah,
but not all the Gold Bond, the gold, the Gold bottle, the Radiant Renewal,
that'll
the
do.
Radiance Renewal. Yeah, it works because a lot of people don't realize like, come on, you guys, you could just do that. You have to do all that expensive stuff that don't really. A lot of times, that don't even work on your skin because you don't know if it's going to break you out. And especially us being people of color, we're black,
Oh
we're
yeah.
African American people. Our skins easily break out because we have sensitive skin. Oh,
And
thank you,
Chris
Chris. She's
said
so
your
sweet.
skin is flawless. Miss Stevie, you are given regal, black, Grecian goddess. That's exactly
Goddess.
what I was going for. Cleopatra. Look at you guys
Yes,
see my eyes.
you are giving like a Cleopatra meets Naomi Campbell look.
And the bob just tied in perfectly with my eyes. My eyes are black on camera, but they're brown in person when you see them.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that because you give me like how Naomi was during the early night, like probably like 94 ish when she had the bob and
I know
everything.
exactly what look you're talking about. It was all of them. They were on the runway together, and they all had. It was at the Versace show. I know
Yes.
exactly which one.
Do you know what I'm talking about? That's why I love my sister. She knows what I'm talking about.
And we were talking skincare. Go right there to Dollar Tree and get you some skincare. I listen. I don't spend a whole lot on skincare. When Latangela said Dollar Tree, I said, oh, I know where to go get it from now. Now I know the secret. So I got my mom some. My mom uses a lot of stuff that's got collagen in it, like our mom
Hmm.
does. My other mom,
My
Katie's mom,
mom,
does.
she talking about, but she knows.
Yeah,
Stevie knows what we're talking about. But no, but a lot of stuff we don't really do that much because even for me, a lot of the soaps, not one soap. I'm sorry, I have to say, I have to put on a little blast because I saw a couple posts that say that there's some chemicals in it that we shouldn't be using no more. I don't, I shouldn't be saying it, but I'm hearing that it's not good as Irish Spring now. So I'm hearing that we
and
may
my
not need to
grandmother
use that
said.
anymore.
I don't think a lot of people. I mean, my brother used to use it, but I
Hmm.
know he goes. Everybody goes for Dove. My family is a
Dove is
Dove.
one of my that Dove is the main one I usually do. But when I heard about Irish Spring, it kind of hurt my feelings. But I said, you know what? You got to learn. You got to live to learn.
And I love that smell,
Yes.
that green bar.
Oh, yes.
It's so classic. I either use Dove or Olay. So I mean,
Olay.
every
Oh
now and
my
then,
gosh, Olay. Especially when it has the shea cocoa butter. Oh.
and it's the best feeling. I know for the Christmas time they did like a sugar cocoa. I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember. Oh, I still have it. I still have a little bit in the bottle. I haven't finished it yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I love it. They have something that's like a sugar cocoa butter. It's like a cookie
Mm-hmm.
almost. So if you guys like sugar cookies, it smells just like a vanilla sugar cookie. It's
Mm-hmm.
good. And then I use the Olay body lotion, Tone Evening. I use the beauty fluid from Olay. I use the Olay body wash. But you can't go wrong with my cousin and my family. We were taught use Noxema. Get you a washcloth and get you some of that Noxema.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I use to take my makeup off with when I don't have any melt off bomb.
Yeah, especially
That's
from the wipes too. The
yeah.
wipes help out the best.
A Cetaphil, Cetaphil is good too.
Yes. It's another one I'm gonna tell you about that privately off camera, but we ain't gonna say that out loud here.
Yeah, yeah, you got to text it to me or
I'll
call me.
text that to you. I'm gonna text that when you after we get off this thing. But anyway, anything else anybody want to ask us questions about, or if you want to bring up anything, sister, since this
I,
is your platform.
I'm having a blast. It was so good catching up with you, brother. We spoke earlier before the
Mm-hmm.
interview. Like we spoke twice earlier. Like we were anticipating it like everybody is
Mm-hmm.
happy together because they still think there's some no, it's
There's
not.
never
We
been
support
beef, you
each other.
guys. There's no
Never.
beef. Never has been. Stop it.
And
We just
and we're
yeah.
busy. We're all
We're
busy.
busy.
Like if we can get Tony on here, Tony will be cutting up. I'll be K2s could tell you I would drive Tony crazy every time, and I was sending that video
Yes, you
of
would.
that
Because
lady.
especially the times and she would tell you, we've worked with him probably, I think the three of us together has been what, twice? I think we
Yes,
worked with him twice, and the two of them, boy, it would be hilarious watching those two together.
I would always send him that video of that lady singing in church at that funeral, and K2s would be like, "What is she doing now, Tony? What did she do?"
And Tony
And
would
he'd be
try,
like, "She put
and
this
Tony
on
would try to
there."
put me in the middle of the two of them when they would have their moments. Be like, "What is going on? What are y'all doing?" I'd be like, "Listen, uh,
But you
but
guys
yeah, but it's other,
have to check it
yeah."
out. Check out
Yeah,
the
it's
old
other stuff.
panels.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that hell we could talk about more. Because a lot of people we can still talk. Because I'm not. I don't have no plans to do nothing like that. I know some other guests they have prior arrangements. I ain't got nothing else going on right now, so we could keep on going for as long as sister wants to do it, and as long as sister has her free
Yes.
time.
Do
So if you
y'all
guys got
have any
questions,
more
ask us
questions?
questions. Yeah, ask us questions. We cool. Don't feel bad.
I guess everybody is just taking it all in to see us
I think
together
so
because
because I
it's
think they're
been a
looking at us
minute.
like, is this for real? Like they're probably like,
It's really happening. It's really happening.
yeah, it's like the song Reunited, and it feels so good.
And the only thing that's missing is either Tony and Kenny, and
Yes,
they will be right here with
and
us.
I'm
They will be right here, or
and
either
I'm
Jay.
sure they're gonna, and I'm sure they're probably gonna go in on me soon, saying, "Oh, so y'all bringing our names up, huh?" Well, all you be watching the Grammys. You know what? It depends on who the lineup is for the Grammys.
Oh, listen, and Trevor Noah. This is what his fifth
Yeah,
time
fifth
hosting the
time.
Grammys.
Yes. Because I like Trevor Noah. I have no problems with him. I think the thing with the Grammys, I don't know about this year. I can't say nothing about it bad. I think the thing about it is just we got to see, because there's some good people in these categories. Like, in my
Yeah.
opinion, when it comes to like the best pop collaboration with vocals, there's too many good people that should win. Really, if you want me to be honest with you with that category, you know how they had the Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars song that's like a
Uh,
huge hit? I really,
Vontae did that cover, brother. You got to listen to it.
oh yeah, but I'm gonna tell you straight who I think should win that in that category. And I'll just put it out there. The Ariana Grande song she did, "The Boy Is Mine," but she had Brandy and Monica on the remix.
Oh yeah.
I think that should win because
Still
it'll
waiting
be
on the video. They did a video, but it was more so like a comic book type
yeah, it
thing.
was
So
just
we
like an
waiting on
audio,
the
but I don't
video.
think we're ever gonna get the video. I think it was just putting the song out so we could hear all of them together, and it sounds great.
Mm.
But to me, it'll be interesting because it'll be the first time. Will be the first time in history if they win that Grammy for Brandy and Monica because you winning the Grammy. If you win this, if they win their second Grammy for that song with Ariana Grande, it'll be funny because the very first Grammy they won was "Together" for "The Boy Is Mine," which is the iconic song, which is one of my favorite songs off of "Never Say Never" that they did,
Oh yeah.
and Monica's "The Boy Is Mine" album. That that was a huge hit. I remember when it came out because I was 13 when that song came out. You know what's so funny? The song came out on my 13th birthday, May 4th, '98. When the video and everything came out, I was like, "In the world, like you guys must be playing me," because I remember when it premiered on BET, MTV,
It
VH1.
was everywhere.
I was like, what the hell? Because I think that's probably why Brandy's "Never Say Never" album sticks to me the most because that not I'm not dissing Monica's Boy Is Mine album because to me that's Monica's best album besides Still Standing
Oh yeah,
and Miss Thing.
that, that's
But
the debut album,
yeah, the
and then the
debut album.
Brandy self-titled debut album. They both kind of came out at the same time, '94, and then one was
95.
'95.
Yeah, Monica was 95. But the thing about it is that when Brandy came out with when Brandy first came out, I know it's a lot going on. I know you're probably gonna hear phones and everything going off right now, so forgive me if you hear phones or whatever going off right now. So just forgive me if you hear people just being stupid or whatever, calling for no unnecessary reason. But for hearing all that with Brandy and Monica, especially with Aaliyah, you have Maya, Deborah Cox, you had everybody. To me, it's like a monumental thing, especially like Shanice, Tracy Spencer, and all them. A lot of people forget about a lot of these artists, and I don't understand it. That's why I'm glad that you do what you do, I do what I do, because really what made me, and don't none of y'all come for me when I say this, what made me do the K2 spots from seeing another YouTube show. Don't get me wrong, this other YouTube show, they did their thing, but I kept getting tired of them. And I said it on your platform. When it was a Scorpion show,
Oh yeah.
when they did it, they kept like Mikkel and Kevin, Kevin and Mikkel. But Mikkel kept getting on my nerves. He kept bringing up Beyonce. It's like, hey, listen, Beyonce's iconic, period. We all know she's iconic. I would never take nothing away from Beyonce. But at the same time, don't say she's better than these other girls when she's inspired by all those other girls.
I mean,
Because a
she
lot of it
brought
you
out
see.
right.
You
I
see how
mean,
she was, yeah. Go ahead, sister.
she's the blueprint. I mean, the women that came before her, she literally brought out Diana Ross at her Renaissance tour,
Mm-hmm.
and that I would have never expected to see, because I think it was her It was her birthday
It was her
when she was
birthday.
doing
Yeah.
Renaissance.
It was her
And she said
birthday.
Diana Ross is one of the women that inspired me. So you can't talk about Beyonce without giving the women that came before her credit, whether it's Josephine Baker,
Mm-hmm.
whether it is Diana
Diana Ross.
Ross. So many that came before her. Janet, I've even seen her give Janet her flowers.
Yeah, because Janet and her, they've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
I think the thing about it is that some of the beehives, they're really young, so some of them, they don't know the music history like we know it.
Yep.
So it's just like, okay, even if you're a beehive member, and I think not all the beehives are crazy, because they try to say all the beehives are crazy. That's not true. That's not true, because there's people who are fans, even some of the Brandy fans, and some of the Aaliyah fans and the Monica fans, some of them a little crazy too. What fan base isn't crazy? Not all of them, but you're gonna have that one. You know how they say one bad apple spoils the whole bunch? You're gonna
Exactly.
have that one person that says the wrong thing and it messes up for everybody, and they feel like, oh, I have to choose one person. You don't have to choose one person. That's just like for us. If you like me, you like me. If you like Miss Stevie too, you can watch us both. We're not in competition.
At all. Because we all support each other. There is no
Yeah,
competition. We all support each other.
because even there's some knowledge. I saw Melissa what she put. She said, Chris said that part, music history, yes. But it's just a lot of people, they don't understand stuff. That's just like, because I get inspiration from different stuff when I look at like your platform. You've given me inspiration on a lot of stuff from what I've seen from interviews and how I tackle certain stuff. And there's probably some stuff you've seen from my thing. You
Oh yeah.
learned from how you tackle. You do your own style to it. But even when I'm watching, no, you're fine, Melissa. You good, but we know we love you. Like I've seen different people. Like I don't know if you've seen this on. I've seen on Facebook. They're on YouTube. Well, he's on YouTube also.
Mhm.
Darman, like from Darman season.
Oh,
I know you've seen. I know you've had
John.
some of his some of the
John.
actors he had on there. Like
Yes.
I watch a lot of the Darman's like content, and I've seen a lot of people on there. Like I know you had. I think what's his name? John F. Thomas. I think that's his name.
That's it. John F. Thomas. Yep.
Like I love him. I think her name is um Shantae, but I think she calls herself Raina Shantae, and then Ayanna Taylor, two African American ladies.
Oh
And
yeah, on the show. Mhm.
They be on like different platforms of Dark Man Studios, like actresses and everything. But it's like I see some people that he have diverse people of different races, and I love that. But also
And
he has a life lesson about, remember, don't judge a book by its
yeah,
cover, or you get to know somebody before you really get to judge them, that type of stuff. I be loving it because a lot of that stuff I'll be watching, like if I'm not talking to you, I'll be watching like on Facebook and like YouTube.
or either brother will be watching his Married to Medicine or
I watch Married to Medicine. I
Housewives.
watch The Housewives because
Yeah.
don't get me twisted, because some of the Housewives, we got to work on some of them lineup changes.
Let's talk about that because I know a lot of people have been wanting to know my thoughts on it. I thought
Go ahead, I want to hear this.
I I love the traditional old fashioned. When I did my interview, my girl talk with Cammie Red, she used to work alongside Mimi
Mm-hmm.
personally and fix the meals, everything for the
Mm-hmm.
housewives. So she's worked with them personally.
Mm-hmm.
I like the original lineup all the way up until season 2 when Candy and Cynthia and we got
Mm-hmm.
Portia.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it when it was Deshawn, when it was Sheree, when it was Lisa Wu, when it was Nene. That was and Kim. That was the original
Mm-hmm.
lineup. So that's like it way back then. And then we got introduced to Portia,
Mm-hmm.
to Kenya, to Candy, to who else? Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
That those are the ones that I like. Those are all of my favorites right there.
Now, to answer your question on
And
that,
Marlo, because I
oh yeah,
think Marlo, yeah,
Marlon didn't come to, I think, season 4.
yeah, yeah.
But see, the thing, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I love, like, the Atlanta one's my favorite franchise. Now I'm kind of a little nervous about season 16, how they doing stuff, because we'll talk about that off camera another time on that one right there. But I think that lineup for season 1, when it first came out, it was good, but some stuff it needed to be changed. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the Jon Snow, I love her, but I think that first season didn't show her in the best light,
Mm,
because it's like she was, don't get me wrong, she was a housewife. Don't get it twisted. She was married at the time. I think the thing about it is that she didn't bring enough oomph to stay on the show. But I think now,
mm,
since she's not with her, with her ex-husband, she has a little bit more spice now from when we saw that last time she was on the I forgot what season it was. I don't remember if it was 14 or 15 with the last time she was on there, when she had the appearance when
yeah.
Sheree had the dinner. She was more interesting. But I think when she was originally on there, it was a lot of stuff. She was dealing with controversy of like a controversial pastor that's not alive anymore. But I don't think it
Uh,
had nothing to do with the pastor. I think the thing with her is that she showed off a little too much, and it made her boring to people, because it seemed like a lot of stuff she was saying, but she was kind of in the show. I'm sorry to say this, I love her to death, but from season 1, watching it, she came across delusional. Because how are you going to talk about you want to do a charity thing, and you want to raise $1 million, but you're not even doing the upcharge of like doing, taking, like tickets and money at the door or whatever, which you could have made money
right.
if you had a lot of people on there. Because the thing about it, when she was on there, she wasn't smart when it came to marketing and making money. And I think that probably was like her biggest downfall right there, because it seemed like she wasted money instead of trying to grow the money. But
And
she was
that's
always
what happened.
humble. She was always humble. So I have to give her that.
Yes, the Sean and then Lisa Wu. That I mean they showcase what they can because that when it
Yeah,
comes to filming this type
Lisa Wu, I'm going to be honest with you with her. She would have stayed on there longer. But I think the thing with her is that I think because of her relationship with Ed Hartwell, I think the thing about it is because they were growing apart. Because you could see it like from after the second season, they were going through financial stuff, and you know how he cheated on her with Keisha
oh
Knight
yeah.
Pulliam. But then he did the same thing right back to Keisha. But see, the thing with Ed Hartwell is that he was just cocky. Because even on the show, he was full of himself. But at the same time, we loved them as a couple. But I think that I think when some of them they get some fame from the cameras and the show,
Mm-hmm.
they tend to go a certain way. Even like even on like Kim Zolciak, Kim got too big headed when Candy helped her out with Tardy for the Party. Because remember the original Tardy for the Party, that country version? it was crap. But when
Yeah.
Candy did the thing, but I think the only problem with that situation is that Candy should have been more contract with that, business wise with the contracts, and I think Candy would have got more money off of that. She gets money, but not the money that she should have gotten from that.
And listen, and she's written songs. We know she's written for other artists as well too.
Mm-hmm.
But even with that, at the reunion they was talking about it. I agree with brother. It should have been a contract thing. I even like the Housewives with Kim. Yes, that's what I remember from watching it. I started watching it in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and my a friend of mine put me onto the show, and I just started watching it. And this is when Sheree was coming out at the time with her clothing line, and Lisa was trying to do something as well too. But I think that the first episode, I remember the very first episode, they had the dinner at Nini's house, and the
Mm-hmm.
ladies were getting introduced. You saw Sheree, you saw Kim, you saw
Mm-hmm.
all of that. Bryce and them, her sons, they were still babies. So I can go all the way back that far.
Mm-hmm.
That's how far of a house fan I am. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Nene will come back to the show. I think the thing about it, like she said, it has to be the right money, the right contract, how things go.
Yeah.
I think Nene will make her appearance back. I don't know if it's going to be season 17, it could be season 18, because I know I know they about to drop season 16. I'm hearing it might be around either late February or March. I'm hearing.
I'm praying
But see,
she does.
but
I'm praying
I
she
think
does.
I think Nene will come back. I think the thing about it is just that some girls are doing more better without the show, like Candy. Candy was always like one of those chess, like do the chess moves, like the chess moves, like what can make her better. I think Candy will come back, but not no time soon. Because really, Candy don't really need the show if you really want to be honest with you, because she's still doing stuff with Escape.
Yep.
But I
And
think some of the
she's
other girls
on
they need it, yeah. Like
oh my
Deshaun and all
God.
them. Yeah, like Deshaun and all them. I think Deshaun. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think if Deshaun come back on there, they're gonna really take us seriously. Now,
And you gotta have something different. They're gonna look for that
and
if you're going to join the housewives.
and
Have
that's
y'all seen the
and that's what it
apartments? Yeah.
is. That's exactly what it is. Especially like Lisa Wu. I love Lisa Wu. She's done different stuff with acting and everything. But I think the thing with Lisa Wu is that I think she left right at the pivotal time where it could have been more. But I'm sure it's probably because of her